Hello everyone, Saito here, back again with another Saito talk, and this one's gonna be a little bit more serious, I guess. For those who are somehow unaware, a lot of events and things overall in general, whether it be schools, government buildings, services, and so on, have been closing down lately, or at least temporarily closing, or being canceled outright because of the I think it's called COVID-19 or also known as the coronavirus from the pandemic of that. People have been either prematurely or choosing to have their events be closed down or having things being stopped or canceled outright, uh, sort of as a precaution to make sure nothing happens. It is rather unfortunate this happening. In terms of things that have closely affected myself in terms of events that I was going to be going to, there was actually tomorrow there was No Man's Land at the St. Clair, which was going to be a pretty nice, like just overall like a LAN event, different kind of video games, things like that. Overwatch, Hearthstone, Rocket League. Uh, Especially for me, it was for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I was going to be competing for that and working alongside the TOs there and just helping them out, things like that. There was also just recently, or just today, they officially announced that Michigan Masters is being canceled, which is absolute damn shame. It is what it is, though. We know exactly why it's happening, which I mean it can't be helped. Some of those things like, you can't really get mad at the people involved with it for taking the measures to have these events be closed down. Because like even though some of us may be thinking to ourselves like, oh, it may not be as bad as we think it is, when it could be worse than we think it is. It could be not as bad. Who knows? But the thing about it is that we none of these events out there wants to be that one event. Like, I don't know, freaking. I don't want to make it like a name of a place. Let's call it like, I don't know, Titty Smackdown 420 or something. No, Titty Smackdown 2020. Well, the Titty Smackdown 2020 doesn't want to be the one to be like that event where, an actual like cases or outbreak happens, and then from now on it's gonna be tainted for the rest of the like its reputation, as well as other events are gonna be like given that reputation for having that happening. Like, those guys, they allowed Corona to actually get spread because they kept it going. You know what I mean? Things like that. Like, nobody wants to be the ones where that happens. So like I ultimately like completely understand why they're doing this. I won't deny that I myself, in a somewhat selfish or petty way, wanted these events to still keep going anyways. Like, kind of like, ride it out. But, you know, as someone who plays, these kind of characters who are a bit more aggressive, I kind of tell that I'm kind of, sometimes I don't say the smartest thing or have the smartest plan. So, don't take my advice all the time. But obviously speaking, times are tough right now. Even though it's more or less like just kind of started the real, like, I guess you could call it isolation phase. More or less, it's kind of just started now. Really, I mean, now everyone's kind of like some people were already kind of, getting ready or preparing or keeping themselves away from others. Maybe during earlier in the week, but now it's like it's really getting to that point. I myself noticed that everyone, their mother is going, but not like bonkers about this, especially when it comes to like getting supplies and so on. It's kind of funny to me though, especially when it comes to the whole things of like toilet paper and things like that. It's like, most of you guys don't wipe your asses anyways, so why are you now suddenly getting so much toilet paper? I mean, considering how little some of these people do, like, It's a surprise if a lot of people even wash their hands, let alone wipe their ass. So it's like if you're buying so many batches of it now, so how long is that gonna last you? Like seven generations, if that's the kind of like cleanliness that they have usually. So it makes it begs the question, like, when this if this stuff clears over, or when things get like taken care of. Especially now we hear, people from Canadian scientists are working on like a vaccine, or they found one or something and so on. At least that's what I'm hearing. When this all goes, if this stuff like gets resolved, are they gonna actually continue being like more clean and taking care of themselves, or are they just business as usual? We survived Corona, we can do anything now. Or I mean, we don't have to wipe our asses or wash our hands or do anything that a normal human being should be doing. You know what I mean? It's one of those kind of things. But no, you can't change the whole world by your words. But like, if people want to get better, if people want to change or whatever, they have to do it themselves. Hopefully, this is one of those wake up calls where people really start to realize that time is a lot shorter than we think it is. Like, even when it comes to just this year so far, we looked at least for myself, January felt like it took so long, and then February and March just flew like that. Like, stuff went away faster than it takes for this smoke to go away. It's like, that was how fast it went away these past 2 months. It's kind of crazy. And who knows, for any person out there, like, that could be however long they are around. Someone you think is totally fine could be gone the next day or anything like that. So time is precious. Be with the people who you cherish and who you care about, if you can be, if it can be done, whether it be in person or not. Like, just keep yourselves together, but at the same time also be careful.